text selection, to some of the poems that I use, to some of the questions that I ask, I try to bring in their culture into the room. And so as an anthropologist, I'm looking at the artifacts of their lives and making something meaningful out of it. And that's what I try to do every day in class. And good teaching is magic. You always feel better when you see good teaching. Like you feel like something is right. Like something right just happened. All these different parts of her. Well, what was left?
Her eyes.
Oh boy. Common Core allows for good teaching. I think deep teaching, such that you have to have a claim, cite evidence for it, push them further into the meaning of something, kind of allows you to really stretch the learning for the kids, which actually allows for great teaching. Let me see if I can push you on this. Think about what the text was saying and then what you can draw from it. Remember to keep thinking about what's in the text, to cite that for your answers, based on your ability to go back into what we just read and pull out sentences that back up what you're saying. In all your different situations, you can probably see images. So that's what we're going to focus on today. We're going to be looking at these words, these images that we have looked at through several texts, and how do they create meaning for you? When you were told that your grandfather, right, had passed, you can probably feel and see that moment and how you felt. Great teaching is engagement first. So it's eye engagement, it's eye to text engagement if you're an English teacher, but it's also together engagement. They're talking to one another, they're turning things around in their head, and the teacher is pushing them further, pushing them back to the source, pushing them back to the idea or the principle. And the teaching is personal. Great teaching is personal, it's powerful, and it's practical. Challenging a student is about knowing where they are and then taking the standards, the Common Core standards, and trying to meet them there and then go forward. So I see challenging students as a trajectory. So I challenge students where they are. I find out what their reading level is, and I put text on their level and ask them questions at that level. But once they reach that, then I go to another level. I go to the next standard and I ask them questions on that level. I ask them to think about things they already know about in different ways. So a lot of challenge is about taking them where they are and just moving them forward as they show you signs. So I see challenge as trajectory, and I see rigor as the practice of continually moving along that trajectory to develop the capacity within students to learn deep, complex things. I believe that when we have standards that are rigorous, like the Common Core, it empowers us, not constricts us, not holds us in, but it empowers us to do the teaching that's deep and the teaching that is meaningful. It's important that we embrace the standards, but that we also understand the value of embracing our children and their experiences. Because when we combine the two, then we get great teaching. And I believe that great teaching begets great students.